I got my book. Thank you. Thea's very excited. She's doing a dribble all over it. The Girl in Between by your mummy. Look, it's by your mummy. Thank you so much. I absolutely love the cover. And I'm so excited. It's really weird to actually have it here. You know, the way you imagine, like, oh, what'll it be like to hold my book for the first time? Surreal. But I'm just so grateful to be with Penguin America. I think for everyone, you know, getting published is one thing, but to be published with Penguin is pretty cool. And when I was talking to publishers about signing, I spoke with like 5 or 6 different publishing houses over about 2 days. And then I spoke with Kathy over the phone, and I really wanted to go with Penguin America anyway. But when I spoke to Kathy, I came off the phone and I said to Claire, wow, she really grilled me with questions. And I thought that was cool because I really wanted this book to be the best it could be. And when I was meeting publishers, I was very aware that I needed to work on it with some publishers to get it to the best place it could be. And when I got off the phone with Kathy, I just thought, she's not going to let me away with anything, which is what I really wanted, because I wanted to be pushed to make it the best it could be. And I really think it is now. So I am delighted to have it this far, and I am really looking forward to having you guys publish it and get it into the hands of as many readers around America as you can. Thanks. Say thanks, Via. You don't care. You don't care. So you guys sent this to me in Denver. I'm over here for the last couple of weeks staying with a friend. I've always imagined there's this big shop on Nassau Street in Dublin where, as a kid, my dad always took me in. And I always imagined having a book in there. And now I can't wait to see my book in there. But then when you're walking around here in Denver, it's so weird because you're like, I might have books in these bookstores too. So I'm going to have to come back so I can see them. My book on a bookshelf in America, in the United States. Now I could have written this book here because there's a hell of a lot of cranes outside the windows here too. But I wrote the book in Dublin, inspired by a mill, an old abandoned mill that's beside where I live. So we shot this a few weeks or months ago. It'll explain a little bit about where the inspiration came from. This is where The Girl in Between is set, which is also my home. And everything in the book basically is inspired by this area. I would sit here working away on another novel, looking out of the window at the mill there. I mean, you've got the mill here in the background, but then also there's the glass tower where the glass woman lives, and here is my boat. I am boat woman with a baby who cannot latch. And this here is the bridge where the boys in the wetsuits jumped off. So really everything that is in the book is everything that I've seen from around here. Yeah, so this is where the inspiration came from, sitting here looking out my window at this building, which is surrounded by all the new shiny buildings. Like you've got Google and Facebook, but these are surrounding this old mill, and you've got this crumbling, tumbling old building that represents the past, but it's a facade. It's something that's coming down and is being replaced by this shiny digital future. You can't help but be inspired by this old building. So I started to think of, you know, what story does it have? And there's a young girl who lives in it, and she's trapped there, and she's friends with the old man who lives in the basement. But also there is a homelessness crisis in Dublin at the moment, and there are a lot of homeless people living around the streets, but also living around here. So Caretaker, who's in the book, is actually based on a man who was living in the basement of the mill. So everybody that I have spoken about in the book are people that I have seen on the streets here. And I did want to deal with that issue. Obviously it's a dark issue, but I think using Sam's voice, the young girl's voice, helps to elevate it a little bit and to add a little bit of magic to the story. But that's where the inspiration came from. And I thought, well, she's homeless, she's stuck in the mill, but the mill also represents the past, this facade, this crumbling facade of the past surrounded by an uncaring digital future. And I thought, I'm invisible. That's how I'll start the book. And yes, it refers to homelessness, but as the book progresses, what that means changes. So I'll begin the book with I'm invisible, and I will end the book with I'm invisible, but what that means changes as the book goes on. Once I had this story written, I got it into the hands of Claire Wilson, my fabulous agent, who got it into the hands of publishers in London and overseas. I'm very excited that in the next year this book will be published, and you guys will be helping to get it out there to as many hands as possible. And I have full confidence. This is my excited face because it's going to get published soon. So I am really excited for next year, and I am very excited to meet you all in the new year. So until then, thank you very much.